So hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Zainatul Aiman binti Muhammad Nur Azam, merit number 1913304 from CSL section number 42. So early in this video, as you can see, there are so many corruptions that has happened in this world. There are pollution of water, there are pollution of air, and many more. And this actually should bring attention to us as human, and we should be responsible for what has happened, as all of this happened due to our hands. So whether we realize or not, we have developed an attitude that encourages more waste and wastage. We are regularly encouraged to throw things away without any hesitation. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you a small effort from me and my family on how we take the responsibility of looking after the sustainability of the earth. So first thing first, I will interview my family members where I will ask them what is 3R actually and what is the importance of the 3R, to know how far they know about this and as an attempt to spread the awareness regarding this matter. So let's check this out.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Azam bin Ahmad and I am Zainatul father.
Hi, Assalamualaikum everybody. My name is Zulaida binti Ma'radin. I am Zainatul's mother.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Aina. I am Zainatul's sister.
Annyeonghaseyo. My name is Asma Zulfa binti Muhammad Nur Azam. I am Zainatul's sister.
3R is reduce, reuse and recycle.
First R for reduce. The second R for reuse. And the third R for recycle.
Reuse, recycle.
Reduce, use, recycle.
The importance of 3R is to protect our environment to be clean.
The first one, reduce, we can reduce the cost. The second one, the reuse, we can more creative, make a new thing. The third one, recycle, we can reduce the pollution.
Save our earth.
I think it is for reduce the pollution in the earth.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
In this case, for reduce and reuse, yes, but for recycle, no.
Yes, absolutely.
Unfortunately, no.
So that's it. From the short interview, I can say that most of my family members know what is the 3R and the importance of it, but most of them did not incorporate the 3R into their daily life, maybe because they think it is such a hassle, or maybe due to the inconvenience, or maybe due to lack of supportive environment. So I take an initiative to create a recycle section in our house by making a DIY recycle bin in order to educate myself and my family members. So initially, I think that I just want to buy the recycle bin from the Shopee, but considering the price and the size of the bin, I think it is better for me to make by myself. Furthermore, I can use the reuse concept, which I will use the mineral water boxes in order to create the recycle bin. So firstly, we will need 3 mineral water boxes that has not been used, as there are 3 classifications of the solid waste. So I just want to make it simple, so I print out the symbol or logo that contain each classification, which is orange for plastic and aluminium, and then blue for paper, and the last one is brown for glass. So what will I do? I will just cut it and then put on each side of the box. Now, right in each time, I'm gonna put a plastic in each boxes. And now, it's done. Okay, so this is the place before I transform it into recycle section in our house, and this is the transformation that I've done. Yeah, this is the recycle section in our house right now. It was simple actually because my mom doesn't like things so much on the wall, so I just print out a simple thing like that. Keep calm and let's recycle. And yeah, good to go. Also, I have discussed with my parents when the recycle bin are being full by the waste. So we are going to send it to the nearest recycle center according to the bin by weekly routine. Okay, so now I will discuss a recycled substance of solid waste, which is paper. So as we know, paper plays an important part in our everyday life, especially as a student. But do you ever think how the paper is made? How do we turn the wood into sheets of paper for our use? So paper making involves various processes to turn the wood log into our everyday paper product. But there are 3 key steps to the process of the paper making. The first one is pulping, the second one is paper making, and the third one is finishing. So during pulping process, the log of the tree will be debarked, as the bark of the log cannot be used in the paper making. And then the debarked log will be chipped into small pieces before undergoing a chemical pulping, where in this process we will break down a chemical called lignin to form a pulp. So a pulp actually is a thicker but less refined version of the paper, and then the pulp further will be mashed, screened and dried so that it can be used to make a high volume commodity printing product such as newspaper and magazine papers. But to be turned into paper, the pulp needs a little bit more work. So this comes key step number 2, which is paper making, where in this process, the pulp will be placed on a paper making machine so that it can be flattened, dried and cut into sheets and rolls. And lastly, for the key step number 3, which is finishing, where in this process, a film of chemical will be applied to the surface of the dried paper in order to improve the properties of the paper. And then the sheets of the paper will be wrapped and packed before being shipped into market. So why do we need to recycle paper, and what are the impacts if we don't? So waste paper is actually a big issue. Imagine the production of paper alone has a devastating impact on the world that we live in. Deforestation has increased at an alarming rate as the production of paper used up to 40% of all global woods. The production of paper also has produced harmful substances such as sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide and nitrogen dioxide to the air, and this contributes to the pollution such as acid rain and greenhouse gases. Then, for your information, the recycled paper will be used to make another generation of paper. So practically, recycling 1 ton of paper can save 17 trees. In other words, we can conserve our forests and prevent our forests from disappearing at alarming rate. As a result, we can save hundreds of species that face extinction due to the disappearance of the forest as their habitat, and we also can reduce the pollution of air. So, for conclusion, recycling has many benefits, from saving energy to reducing greenhouse gases emissions, but we have to remember that recycling alone is not enough. We must also apply the other concepts which are reuse and reduce. For example, as I discussed about the paper just now, we can reuse the paper grocery bag or use the natural fiber bags in order to save the trees and cut waste and pollution. We can also help control the waste by further cutting down the usage of disposable paper product. Use cloth napkin instead of paper. Use edible or reusable dishes instead of plastic or paper cups and plates. Start or join up the cleanup and education efforts in your community. So from this, we can see that actually each person can make an effort in order to stop the solid waste, to save our Mother Earth and ecosystems that we need for survival. From my experience also, since I start the recycling section in my house, my family begin to understand the importance of the 3R, especially the recycle part, and they begin to apply the recycle habit in their daily life. I feel grateful for that, and I hope that my family and I can be persistent in continuing the good habit and spread it to the other person as well. So let's together contribute in stopping the solid waste, and together we make the world a better place. Bismillah, let's save the world. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.